Koinokids to this episode. So I'm so happy that you're here today because today we're going to have so much fun. So for that, I need to see that you guys are ready. So I invite you to stand up and let's say Christ is risen together. Are you guys ready? Christ is risen! Well, I am so excited what we're going to learn today, what we're going to see, and we're going to have so much fun. But first, do you like to dance? Well, I invite you to keep standing up because together with our Koinokids, we're going to dance and enjoy this song. So now let's go and see.
Mušketier, on je mušketier, bojovný mušketier. My sme mušketieri, bojovní mušketieri. Všetci mušketieri spolu trénujú. Všetci mušketieri rýchlo šermujú. Všetci mušketieri smelo bojujú. Všetci mušketieri takto spievajú. La la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Ja som mušketier, bojovný mušketier. Aj ty si mušketier, bojovný mušketier. On je mušketier, bojovný mušketier. My sme mušketieri, bojovní mušketieri. Všetci mušketieri spolu trénujú. Všetci mušketieri rýchlo šermujú. Všetci mušketieri smelo bojujú. Všetci mušketieri takto spievajú. La la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Všetci mušketieri, všetci mušketieri, všetci mušketieri, všetci mušketieri takto spievajú. La la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
So Koinokids, do you guys remember what we learned last month? Anybody remember what we talked about? Well, last month we talked about Father God, right? But what did we say about Father God? Anybody? Write it down in the chat. I want to know, what do you remember we learned about Father God? Well, Father God loves us unconditionally. We learned that Father God loves us always, no matter what. Father God loves us. This is what we learned last month. But today we're going to realize that even though Father God loves us unconditionally, which means that he loves us always, no matter what. Like we can see here, like this white rope represents our relationship with Father God. It is strong, it is pure, it is here. This is our relationship with Father God. And this rope represents this. It represents our relationship with Father God. This is what it means. But our relationship with Father God is affected by something called sin. What is it called? Yes, it is called sin. So, to have a better understanding of this word, we can see here that these scissors you guys see here, these represent sin. Okay? In this white rope is the relationship we have with Father God, which I said it is strong, right? But sin comes between and it affects our relationship with Father God. And it comes like this, and it comes and it breaks and it damages our relationship with Father God. And then we're stuck and divided and damaged, like you guys see here. So, to have a better understanding of sin, it is that we distrust the love of Father God. We distrust what Father God has for us. But have you wondered who brought sin? Who do you think brought sin? Anybody know who brought sin? Well, let me tell you, sin has its beginning. Since Father God created the world, Adam and Eve, like you guys see here, this is the beginning. God created. Sin has its beginning, and it has this how we live because this is how sin was created. But sin is when I distrust the love of Father God and it makes me disobey. And this is very important that we learn this. So I invite you to repeat this with me and to really memorize this because this is true. This is what sin is. So let's read this together. It says, sin is when I distrust the love of Father God, and that makes me disobey. For example, we understand that distrust the love of Father God, but this makes you disobey. And sometimes we disobey our parents, and Father God shows us his love through our parents. So, this is what happens. Sin separates us from Father God. It separates us from the love of Father God. Like we saw, scissors represented sin, and the white rope represented the relationship we have with Father God. And sin came and destroyed. It separated us, or separated us from a relationship from Father God. But you guys see here that it separated us into three. So we said it separated us from Father God, our relationship from Father God, but there's two others. So you can't miss the next Koinokids because we're going to find out what else does sin separates us from. We saw Father God, but what else does sin separate us from? So you can't miss the next Koinokids because we're going to find out what sin separates us from. So Koinokids, now it is story time. Are you ready for story time? Well, let's go see this story time. Story time. Okay? Pay attention, guys. I invite you to open your ears and to listen to this story time we have for you today. And it says, the first man and woman, Adam and Eve, lived in a beautiful garden that God made for them. But Satan came as a crafty serpent and tempted Adam and Eve. Did God say, you must not eat from the fruit of these trees? The serpent asked Eve. Just the tree in the middle, Eve replied. If we eat from it, we will die. You won't die, said the serpent. There is a reason why God doesn't want you to eat from the tree. If you do, you will be like him. You will know everything he knows. Eve ate the fruit. She gave some to Adam, who was with her. He ate it too. And at once they knew things they have never known before. One thing they knew was that they were naked. They sewed leaves together to cover themselves. They have never felt fear and shame before. So they know something was wrong. Then God made clothes for Adam and Eve and sent them out to the garden. He put an angel with the flaming sword there so they could never return. God said, Serpent, you must crawl on your belly. A woman's son will defeat you. Eve, childbirth will be painful. Adam, grow food will be difficult. Wow, guys, that was an amazing story. And now let's have some trivia time. We're going to have trivia time about what we just read in story time. Okay? So I invite you that you guys can answer in the chat and follow along so we can see what we just read. Are you guys ready? Okay. What was the instruction that Father God gave Adam and Eve? So now it's time to write it in the chat, guys. What was the instruction that Father God gave Adam and Eve? Are you guys ready? Okay. The answer is to not eat fruit from the middle tree. Good job, guys. Are you guys ready for the next question? Okay. What did Adam and Eve felt when they ate the apple? So write it in the chat, guys. Write it in the chat. Hurry, hurry, hurry. What did Adam and Eve felt when they ate the apple? Write it in the chat, guys. Are you guys ready? Can't hear you guys. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's see what the answer is. They felt fear and shamed. Yes, this is what Adam and Eve felt. Good job, guys. And this was story time and trivia time.
Christ is risen. My name is Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, I have a question for you. What does sin do? How does it affect you?
With my relationship with Father God.
Oh, wow. And Esmeralda, sin was brought from who?
Adam and Eve.
Oh, and what does sin do?
Sin makes me distrust with Father God.
Oh, wow. And this is what you learned today, Esmeralda?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Kids, did you have fun today? Well, I had so much fun today, but the fun doesn't stop here. The fun continues every Friday. So I encourage you that you can invite your friends to see Koinokids every Friday. So invite all your friends, your cousins, your neighbors, everyone around you to come see Koinokids. And I am happy to say that I had so much fun today. So I'll see you to the next time.